Morning, and we're off to Fully Charged Live this morning. I've got Mark with me. You looking forward to it?
Can't wait.
Yeah, you can. So we're heading across now. We've got bellies full of cheap breakfast and coffee, and we're on our way. So I'm here with Craig and Nick from the Reynolds Zoe Owners Club.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. So you're having a good day?
Absolutely amazing.
It's brilliant, isn't it? And loads of your guys here. I've seen T-shirts everywhere.
We're taking over.
Taking over the world. Yeah, brilliant. So anything here you've seen today that particularly interesting, or you?
Do you know what? Downstairs there's a new company called I think it's I'll get the card out. It's electric UK electric bikes.
Right.
English Electric.
Okay.
They've got a new bike that can actually be rode on a CBT.
Oh, so you don't have to do your full test?
Do you know what? It looks really good. It's got like a 40-mile range, but you can have two batteries in to go up to 80 miles, or do 40 mile an hour, 45 mile an hour. It looks like a really good motorbike. It's like $2,500.
So it's like buying a little moped.
I'll tell you what a lot of your subscribers will be interested in. Downstairs, OVO have got a vehicle-to-grid system.
With the leaf connected to it?
Yeah, so they are outrolling that this year. I'm going to do a video on my channel about that, but they are giving the first 1,000 away for free to OVO customers who want to take part in the trial programme.
Right, that's where I'm going next. Okay, just while you're here, Nick, what's your channel?
It's EV Nick, Nicholas Ramo, and it's pretty much everything about EVs, everything from low end to high end.
Brilliant, and you've also
Can't
got
miss
yours.
mine, Renault Zoe or RZOC.
We all know where that is, so brilliant, very nice to meet you.
Right, nice to meet you, cheers mate.
Cheers. So we've done all right here. We got the good one. Well, that's it. End of a really, really long day. My voice hurts. I've done so much talking. Have you had a good day?
All I can say is Tesla. Oh my God.
Sold.
Ludicrous. Absolutely.
So we've just had a
ludicrous.
lift back from the exhibition centre in a Model S P100D with full ludicrous on, and the owner was quite keen to show it off. So yeah. How's your face?
My first experience of one going into Silverstone.
And the Model X.
And the Model X coming home. Well, back to the car
Model X
park.
coming back. Yeah.
0 to 60. Oh my God. I'm converted. I really am.
Well, if nothing else converted you, that will.
I can't-
So that's how you convert a petrol head. There you go. What about the show? Do you enjoy it?
The show was brilliant. Really informative. Met some really nice people.
Yeah.
It's like one big happy family.
It is, isn't it? It's just some really nice people that obviously know their stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I learnt lots today. It was good.
Yeah, brilliant. And I'll tell you what, if they do it again next year, I'll be coming back.
Excellent, you and me both. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go home and have a look at what video footage I've got, and have a little think about the day, and then I'm probably just do a little roundup later on, and then just explain to you what we saw, what it was all about, and what we thought of it. So I'll speak to you again later. It's about 48 hours since I last spoke to you now, and I've had a really good chance to look back and reflect on the show. Before I get onto the show and my thoughts on it, can I just say a massive thank you to anyone that came up and spoke to me that day. I've got the best subscribers. it was so much fun meeting you, chatting to you. Not always about EVs, some weird random things did come up, but on the whole, it was just great. Just whether you spoke to me for a while or just tapped me on the shoulder and said, thanks very much for the channel, I cannot tell you how much that meant to me. So thank you ever so much. But the show itself, I thought it was a really nice mix, and it was a really nice mix of cars, so learning about the cars themselves, and the supporting technology, if you like, so the chargers and the bits and pieces that go into the cars, right down to the vehicle to grid that was there as well. And I think the reason it ended up as a really good balance is because there were so many people there at that show that don't own an EV. And that was a massive surprise to me. I thought it was going to be full of people, very much like myself, that knew a lot about the EVs, knew a lot about the world, and was just really excited to go to a show that was dedicated to electric vehicles. Well, actually, the vast majority of people I spoke to while I was there were people that were thinking about buying an EV or had seen them and wanted to find out a little bit more. And that for me was really encouraging, because it just goes to show how the momentum of it is really snowballing now, if you like. People are really interested. They're just desperate for knowledge. And there were so many different YouTubers there. They were all swamped in people, all asking them questions, all wanting to learn more and more and more. And the show was just a brilliant venue for people just to find out about electric vehicles and everything around it. Because let's be honest, it is a bit of a minefield when you start, where not only do you have to buy a car that, okay, it looks like a car, but there's an awful lot of things that are very different about it. It's all the supporting bits around it. As I said before, things like chargers. How do you get a charger? Which one do you choose? And if you haven't researched that, or you're in the middle of it, it's nice to have everybody in one place so that you can walk around and ask the questions and you can find out the answers, and the real answers, not necessarily from forums where people have their own opinions. With all that said, and all the tech that was in the main hall itself, actually a bit of a surprise to me was how much I liked the underground area, the pit area, where there was all the old classic cars in there. I am not a classic car person. I understand why people like them, and I do get it. But they don't evoke those emotions in me. I like new things, I like technology, I like moving things forward. But I have to say, looking at those old classic cars that have been converted to electric vehicles, I found it amazing, and I spent ages there. And I have to say, for me, the car of the show, without a doubt, was that Beetle. There was I think it was an early 70s, maybe 1973 Volkswagen Beetle that had been completely converted to electric, and an incredible restoration job done on it. Now, Beetles are nice, I've always quite liked them, but no further than that, I wouldn't buy one. But I couldn't stop looking at it. Inside and out, it just looks stunning. And I don't know why, I can't explain it. But the fact that that had been converted to battery and the restoration job that had been done on it, it just stands out in my mind really as something that I will remember now. Overall for me, if I had to critique the day or give it a criticism of any description, and it's actually quite a nice criticism, the venue wasn't big enough. I think everybody, whether it was the organisers, the people that attended, the exhibitors, were absolutely shocked by the amount of people that turned up. And at times when there was the talks going on in the main hall, it all got a bit crowded and you couldn't get round to the exhibits. So let's hope that next year we end up at a bigger venue, or it's laid out slightly differently, because I think, as I said, it did take everybody by surprise. And it's not, although it's a criticism, it's brilliant. It's a really nice criticism to have, I'd say. And I was talking to one of the guys from Zero Motorcycles right at the end of the day, because there was only two, from what I saw, I think, two motorbike displays there. And he was saying that they couldn't believe that the amount of people that wanted to come and talk to them. And every time I tried to talk to them, I must admit during the day, they were swamped. They didn't physically give out or hand a leaflet to anyone. But at the end of the day, over 400 leaflets had been taken from their table, people willingly going and picking them up of their own accord. So I think that goes to show that not only are we in a little niche world with electric vehicles, but even more of a niche is the electric bikes. They still did incredibly well. So for a show that's been put together with no real expectations to this incredible thing it turned into. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and I, for one, would definitely be going next year if, I'm sure they will, when they organise one. And I would definitely recommend, if you missed out on it this year, make all your efforts to come to it next year, because it's thoroughly enjoyable, meeting lots of like-minded people, and the information that you can learn from it is second to none. You won't get it like that anywhere else. So that's my views on it. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video today, and if you didn't get there, hopefully it's given you a little bit of an insight as to what we all saw there. But for now, if you've enjoyed the video, remember to like and share it, and if you're not doing so already, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, if you want to support the channel, you can click in the link to Patreon. But for now, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.